Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki. And today, I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Hey, you guys. Welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your host, Naughty. Bring you the latest and trending topics. And of course, I vlog my life from time to time. But I appreciate every last one of you joining me. It has been a day, and I was on the verge of not even coming on. But I joined Naziah Harris's Facebook group. And let's just say that's just like being in the streets. It is going down over there. And so I decided to take a break from the testimony because that's heavy. And we did some this morning. We went through the messages between Jarvis and Naziah. And I found some footage to kind of give us some context. For those of you who don't know, I have been following the Naziah Harris case. I'm coming in on the tail end of things, but that's okay because at the end of the day, what's important is number one, that Naziah is found. She went missing on January 9th, 2024. And the man accused, Jarvis Butts, has been went through a preliminary hearing, and the judge saw that it was enough evidence to charge him. But I don't think he should be the only one charged. All right. I feel like this was a network. I feel like this was systematic. I feel like this was generational trauma passed down. And I feel like this is the worst case scenario. And I really feel like Shannon Harris, Annette Harris, and who all is involved gets charged and held accountable, just like Jarvis. Okay, so Jarvis is this scumbag on the right, serial rapist, SAer, child pedo, womanizer, manipulative, narcissist, pimp like behavior, hobosexual, okay? Um, him living off of these women is an income. And as we've been going through the content, and you'll notice that he has a type, okay? Low self esteem, job, single mother. It's all systematic so that he could prey upon kids continue to feed his evil habits. It's disgusting. This man has given a 4-year-old the clapper. Disgusting. It goes deep, Naughty Crew. And I was just like, you know what? Let me get in here on this story because it's a story that needs to be told because it happens way too often where children are not protected and they are failed by the system in their families, in their community. Let's not forget that. Okay. There were many, many signs. The extended family reported several times to CBS and they just did not care. Police have been involved, dragging their feet. We heard testimony from an investigator. He did not care. Why? Because he was retiring the next day. So he felt like he didn't have to do his job to the full capacity. All right, Naughty Crew. So we're going to get into it. Please thumbs up the video. Get us in the algorithm. Share it out. We need to get the word out. Let's work together, Naughty Crew. Subscribe to the channel. And let me tell you, I'm not doing this for no money because YouTube, they not liking the content. They forcing me to split the cost. So please donate to the channel. You know, the algorithm does not like real life serious topics as such. Okay. So they cutting corners. But I'm doing this because I really, really, really have a genuine interest and I want to see justice served for Naziah. I also want to see, I hope they discover her body. I hope they discover her body. Okay. And if she's buried somewhere, you know, the ground is probably frozen. It's going to take time, but I hope they find this baby. I hope they find her. Because we know the people that surrounded her, because I really feel like Shannon Jarvis's baby mother of 5 helped assist in this crime. It's a lot. It's a lot. Like Naziah was felt on so many levels, and my heart breaks for that little girl. And she saw this as normal. This relationship with this grown man. Look at her. She's a baby. Remember in the text messages this morning, she mentioned, "Oh, meet me in the basement." Is this the basement? Is that Jarvis's daughter? I only can imagine what went on in that basement. Please thumbs up the video. Please share it out. Get these likes up. Let's get the word out, Naughty Crew. This is how we support the cause. And let's stick to the facts. Let me tell you, the Facebook groups are messy, but you can get some good tea out of them Facebook groups, okay? And I just want to take a break from the actual preliminary trial and get into some stuff. People have been discovering things all over the place, and this is one of the things. And I said, "Oh, this is perfect!" Like because we just heard about the text messages this morning, and the basement was one of the locations mentioned. I mean, the bathroom. This man was allowed all through and through this house, and Naziah's grandmother Annette is trying to minimize the amount of time that Jarvis spent in the home. Naughty Crew, please thumbs up this video. It's all lies, Naughty Crew. It's all lies. This woman didn't even report Naziah missing until the next day. And she didn't even go to the police directly. She went to the school first. Like that part right there tells me these people did not love Naziah properly. Okay. Like it's disgusting. Please thumbs up this video. I just showed you footage of Naziah in the basement. Another thing that the Facebook group debunked because they're trying to allude that Neziah did not have a phone. She only had a tablet, and the grandmother claimed she would take it away. But then on another breath, she claimed that she was a straight A and B student. She was well mannerable. Then what was she doing for you to take the phone? It looks like Neziah had a phone all the time because she did plenty of TikToks. But the Facebook group debunked it. Yes, yes. So Shannon said that baby didn't have a phone, but it's plenty of pictures of her with selfies holding a phone. Make it make sense. Whose phone is this? These are different types of phones at two different times. APT team, like Law and Order, SVU, need to be on the case. Absolutely. The lies are getting debunked everywhere, Nadi Crew. Everywhere. Please thumbs up this video, share it out. Okay, so yeah, Neziah had a phone, clearly. And in the text messages to Jarvis, she said, Mom, I need another phone. So why is the grandmother testifying that she doesn't have a phone? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. She was using somebody's phone or she had her own. And there's plenty of footage. Okay? Plenty of footage. Plenty of footage. This is why they jealous. Because she's beautiful. Light skin. Skinny. That's why they jealous. That's why they jealous. And I believe they punished Neziah for being pretty. You heard out of her aunt and her cousin's mouth that they always talk down to her, calling her ugly and things like that. That's because they are ugly inside and out. And the only way they can feel good is by putting this poor baby down. And all she wanted to do was be loved. And that's why she fell in the arms of the predator. They jealous of her. Look at this. Look at this. Looking like a big bag lamb chop and a big bag Teletubbies. They was jealous of Neziah. That's why they had to put her down all the time. Because they had to get in her head to make her believe she wasn't worth it. But it's all type of footage coming out debunking their story. Their story is falling apart day by day by day. And the way the family is behaving, I say they guilty and they hiding something. Look how Shannon and Jarvis's relationship was toxic as it be. And she had the nerve to bring this pedo around the kids. She's disgusting. And she deserves to be in the jail cell next time. We went over this briefly this morning, but I found the full footage. So let's get into it.
Sister said, "Oh, you know your brother had another."
Hold on.
And you wonder why.
Hold on. Now let me tell you, Jarvis, because I'm trying to paint.
See, bitch, you are.
I'm trying to paint a picture. Jarvis thinks he's a pimp. The way he juggling this women and everything, and he just lives off of them. Okay? Listen to this audio footage of Jarvis and Shannon going back and forth.
Simply fucking retarded, man. Everybody that knows Shannon know, nigga, what the fuck it is. See, you the only dumb bitch because you the newcomer. You don't know nothing about nothing, man. And I'm tired of fucking keep arguing with you about some motherfuckers that I know don't belong to me. And as far as you lying about my motherfucking people saying that whole shit, stop playing with me, bro. Try that reverse psychology on another nigga, not me, man. Stop playing with me, bro. You just want to make up some fuck shit, dog. Stop playing with me, man. And you wonder why. You wonder why. You want a motherfucker to do everything, but you ain't motherfucking changing. I'm tired of your fucking crazy ass, dog. Gave you a motherfucking ring, bitch, and you think you done went fucking retarded. Stop fucking playing with me, bro. I'm not that nigga, man. Stop playing with
Bitch, who the fuck got a lie on your motherfucking people? Your brother literally asked me, why am I still fucking with you? He asked me that, along with him saying, your sister said, oh, you know, your brother had another baby. And he said, I don't care. I don't want to know about no more kids this man done had. So who the fuck lying? You think I'm gonna just come off the top of my head with some bullshit? Bitch, ain't nobody got a motherfucking lie to you. And like the motherfucker I said, bitch, you just gave me that motherfucking ring because you know I don't want your ass. I don't want you. I don't want that motherfucking ring. Bitch, you can take it all for all the fuck I care because I don't give a fuck.
So there you have it. Toxic as it is. Toxic as it could get. Like, hold on. I think I had their court records too. I don't know which one I just closed. No, we just did this one. Let me just look in here. Sorry, guys. Please thumbs up the video. It's ridiculous how toxic and they had Naziah around all this craziness. And you wonder why she doesn't know her self-worth or understand her self-worth. Look at who she was around. A bunch of toxic, low self-esteem women. Here's the twin. Let me see.
But why is your daughter never here all the time and you're always here with this little 12-year-old?
He was around way too much, y'all. He was around them kids way too much, and the grandmother trying to downplay it way too much for my liking. I got so much stuff, y'all. I'm sorry. Just be patient. I ask you for your patience. Thank you. Here go one. First of all, the song they dancing to is creepy, and guess who is in the background? Mr. Jarvis. Here we go. Look at this. See? I'm going to watch you get naked. Look at these little girls dancing to that music. And who in the background working on the car? Jarvis, the predator. And the mama want us to believe that he wasn't around like that. He looked quite comfortable to me working on that car in that yard. Okay? He looked quite comfortable to me. Let me blow it up for y'all. This is Naziah and her cousin, Jarvis's daughter. Talking about he very rarely came around. Fuck out of here. Who you think you talking to? And then the song in the background. So nobody, no adults were checking behind these children and what they were doing on social media. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Oh gosh. Let me see. I wanted to y'all to hear this group because somebody called in talking about Jarvis.
Wait, hold on, Shiver. She don't have a kid. Hold on, then okay, the thing that you lied to. Yeah. So what else did I tell you? Nobody lied to the cousin Janelle. He probably touched the dog too. They lied to the cousin Janelle and told Janelle Shannon called. They ain't got that girl kid. Don't worry, cause see, he got me hyped. Shiver, why is you lying? Come on now, you acting like Roxy. Listen, I'm definitely not no damn Roxy. You is, cause you sure enough said they got. Keep saying the 9-year-old. We don't know how y'all add labels and names. I mean, ages.
These people be lying.
I'm serious. I mean, we talking about dick.
That's them getting in an argument and everybody arguing over stuff that's not facts. So I'm not doing that. I'm sticking to the facts of the case. But there was one audio I found where the gentleman came up, said he knew Jarvis, and Jarvis was SA'd at 13 himself and impregnated one of his family members. And this is where this camp comes from. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so grandmother Annette, when she was on the stand, tried to minimize the amount of time Jarvis was there, and she is full of it. Okay, found so many jewels on his Facebook group, so please thumbs up the video. We got into some audio of Jarvis and Shannon. They had a very toxic situation. We got video of Naziah in the basement, and the basement was mentioned in the text messages that we reviewed earlier. But do you think oh, I want to get into this. So I told y'all one of Naziah's cousins, minor cousins, testified in the case, and of course, because she's a minor, she was off camera, so they had to protect her identity. Let's get into that. Okay, I found information there. All right, so shout out to, this is Crime News in the D. Okay. So a 9-year-old cousin of Naziah Harris testified on Tuesday that she saw the man accused of deleting the teen actually assaulting her at his auto shop, and that he also tried to have sex with her, but she said no. The girl, who the news is not naming because she is a minor, testified during a preliminary exam in Detroit 36th District Court, that Butts told her, 13-year-old Naziah, and another cousin, that he was going to take them to the store. But they ended up at the Detroit auto shop where Butts worked. And then he was trying to have sex with my cousin Naziah, the girl said. She said Butts, 42, was naked and Naziah was sitting on his lap. her pants on the floor. The girl said that Buds had sex with her other cousin on a second occasion and tried to have sex with her on a third occasion, but she said no and asked that he take her back home. At the girl As the girl testified, members of Naziah family in the courtroom began sniffling and crying, and the couple had to leave the courtroom. The girl testified during the second day of the preliminary examination against Butts, who is accused of essaying and deleting Naziah in January of 2024. Moore, sister of the man accused of deleting Naziah Harris 13, said she saw her at the auto shop, and we're going to get into that testimony tomorrow. His sister. All right, and she's being attacked online. That's sad, shame. So after the hearing, District Judge Aaliyah Sabri will have to determine if there is probable cause for Butts to stand trial for the essay and deletion of Naziah, who was last seen January of 2024 after getting off the school bus. He's charged with first-degree red rum, second-degree criminal actual conduct, and one count, I think they meant, of child actual abusive material. The third and final day of the hearing will continue Wednesday morning. Naziah was last seen getting off her school bus January 9th near Cornwell Street and 3 Mile Drive on Detroit's east side. Okay, so that is the cousin, but the father of the young lady that testified, and shout out to her for having the courage to speak up. Well, he has been posting. This is from January 8th. Good morning, happy hump day. A little progress. All right. And so then he posted, he said, ladies and guys, make sure you check your kids and listen to them, especially your daughters, because you have so many weird ass dudes out here that prey on little girls. Trust, I'm going through it right now. I'm watching my daughter in the courtroom. Really hurt me because I couldn't save her, because she should never had to experience anything like that in another grown ass guy hands. And I'm sorry to all the young ladies that been M-word and grape in their life. Y'all protecting babies, okay? So this is serious. But I have one question for the father. What's up, Debo Dabs? Are you getting custody of your kid? Because look at what she was exposed to. Are you? That's all I want to know. I think all the children that are involved with this immediate circle, Shannon, Marquetta, and Annette, need to be removed. She was the only one that showed some emotion. Terrible. Hey, D. Smith. Hey, Marva. Couture Bay said, this is nasty. This is the twins' daughter. Yeah, this is, okay, the twin in the blue. This is her daughter that testified. Okay? And I don't like her. She got some nasty energy, Marquetta. Okay? Let me see. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all be the judge, but she don't sound like she cared about Naziah. I'm telling you, I believe Jarvis was boinking all of them. I swear to God, and I got proof of that. We'll get into that shortly, but listen to this audio of Marquetta. She does not sound like a woman that is concerned for her daughter. All she cares about is covering up for her nasty ass mama. Okay?
Naziah didn't bring her ass home. She got up like any other grandparent would do, or any mother, or any father, any brother or sister. She got the fuck up. She got dressed. She went to the school. She reported it. The school called the police. They met her at the school. My mom didn't wait no 24 hours to report Naziah missing. She reported Naziah missing on the fucking 9th. The detectives and stuff followed up on the 10th. They came to the house.
She is lying. She is lying. And I'm gonna look for, I think they found like the police, Detroit Police Department didn't even get involved until I believe like 30 days later. She is lying. Your mama, when Naziah didn't come home, you know, Miss the girl that never ever miss, always follows the same routine, always comes straight home. Her routine broken, and you so concerned that you go to sleep and you wait till the next morning. You gave her perpetrator time to cover it up and dispose. That's why I feel like the family has something to do with it. It's crazy. Your mother did not do her due diligence. And that just goes to show the dynamic of the family. They will lie for each other to cover things up.
And you say the grandmother, that's your mother, right? So you wanted
Yes, that's my mother. Yes, that is exactly my mother.
Yeah, because as it was relayed to me by a member of the family, is that when she was younger, right, she had CPS investigations of her own. And that's the
There was
reason,
never
and
no
that's the
there was
reason,
never
and
no
that's the
CPS. None of us ever been in the system, bruh. This is what I'm telling you.
She's lying. Actually, family members have come out and said they are surprised that Annette was able to have custody of kids because she got her own case in history. Her first pregnancy was at 11. And yes, this is Marquetta. I heard the original interview. I think this person labeled it wrong, but this is Marquetta. We heard the original interview on Monday. I just didn't go that far. And she called into 7 Mile Radio and was going off, as you can see. But this is Marquetta, and I remember this part because I heard the whole thing. This is Marquetta, the mother of the child that testified in the preliminary hearing.
No, none of us, out of 7 of us, we never been removed. Nobody has ever been removed from that household.
So why do you think the narrative is what it is as far as the immediate family, the extended family, and even the neighbors, who, you know, all share pieces of the same puzzle as far as the story, painting the picture of the narrative that we share, that we all see with this story? Like, what how could it how is the whole world wrong, I guess, is what I want to say about this situation. If you fending for your mother.
I'm not going to even say that the whole world is wrong, because everybody is entitled to their fucking opinion at the end of the day. But like I say, everything that I've been sitting here and listening since 9:30 is fucking speculation to me.
It's speculation to you. Now, and the thing about it is, like,
it's speculation to me, as because who says that Jarvis touched her?
The say speculation.
Nobody knows if Jarvis actually touched Naziah.
Right. I'm about to say you don't know for sure or not, right? And
nobody knows for sure. But since I've been listening to this one,
they had DNA evidence and text messages between Jarvis and Naziah setting up freak offs. What do you mean we don't know if Jarvis touched Naziah? Like, Naughty Crew, like, I wish somebody I just don't get it. I just really feel like
what you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Period. That's the only thing I can say to that. Like, it's so much evidence, and these chicks is still windmilling for Jarvis. This is why I believe he was having an actual relationship with all of them, okay? And Roxy Rocks spoke on that, and I have the footage. But let's get through this. Let's like make it make sense. Even your own sister was just on this same call-in show saying that Naziah was not protected. Y'all just a bunch of habitual liars, and that's just the bottom line. And predators.
Since 9:30, it seemed like everybody know they fucking facts, and then nobody has got no proof about if this girl been touched or if Jarvis is the cause and the reason of why this girl is missing.
Girl.
Whatever he did back in the day, or however he catch this rape case, or however the scenario plays out about his personal life, I'm sure he did time. I'm sure
the police had enough evidence to get a search warrant to get his arrest. The prosecution wouldn't have moved forward unless they had enough evidence to take it to the preliminary trial. This family is delusional. And let me remind you, this goes 10 months back. This is like fresh right when Naziah first went missing and people were still looking. So that's probably why, she's like, it's no proof, but it was enough proof for them to arrest Jarvis, take his car into custody. Yeah.
The young lady who came forward, her daughter came forward a year ago and said that, yes, my mother lied about her age. My dad did his time. My mother was 15 when her and Jarvis met. He did his time. I don't feel like why motherfuckers should have to go and dig up old ass shit on motherfuckers. Is he out here raping and molesting children now?
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Marquetta.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Dead ass. Like, you just sound like a whole fool out here. Y'all know his history. Actually, Marquetta, you were with Jarvis before he was with your sister. Let's talk about that. The polyamory going on.
I can't answer that.
That's what's in question.
We twins. We twins. We share everything. We share clothes. We share men. We share food. We share same house. We twins. We share everything. We want to spread around all the STDs and the pedo behavior. We twins.
That's the question. The question is, what I feel like this is, at this point in time, Naziah is missing. That's all we really should be focusing on, is trying to find my niece so we can bring her ass back home.
Right. But I guess within
and then everything else
so we could bring her ass back home. This is how they reference their possibly missing niece. Bring her ass back home.
And deal with it after that.
Yeah, I guess it's almost like a reverse search, right? Within trying to find her, we're trying to figure out what happened to her and in whose hands she was, right? So I guess that's what leads us into all of these questions that we have about this Jarvis individual. So he comes up in the conversation of where she could be and why. So that's why he's relevant to the conversation. It's not like we're diverting away from looking for her by inserting him into the conversation. I mean, he's part of the conversation in regards to, I mean, as far as the court of public opinion is concerned. So that's what that is. I don't believe that people are diverting away from anything in the search, right? I mean, I don't imagine that the 500 people that's watching this live right now would be boots on the ground right now at 1:36 in the morning, even though it is that important to us, right? This is, again, we are investing our time and energy and efforts right now and doing what we can in the space that we're in to try to develop some answers. But I agree with you, and I agree with Shannon and everybody else when they say that finding her is the main concern. But at the end of the day, these components that we are resourcing right now will help us to be proactive in the future, whether it be within this family with this girl when we find her, or in other people's families. So that's I guess what the conversation. I know what the conversation is about. But I mean,
Okay, y'all hear the anger? I feel like that's guilt. I feel like her sister, because everyone's saying she lost a lot of weight. I feel like the sister, conscience is eating her up, because I feel like she knows something about it. But they refer to Naziah as all type of name calling. I mean, and the cousin said that. All right, here's some text messages from Shannon. Here you go. Shannon Love, this is her handle. She said, Tuda asked me where 2 streets were at Balfour and Outer Drive. Okay, she did make mention of that in her testimony, but I feel like it's irrelevant. She said, this is her first time. Tuda is sneaky as ish. So who lives over there? We don't know. Do you know who the boy is? Oh, okay, damn. Do she fit a boyfriend? I guess, I don't know what they meant by that. She said the police said it used to be to skip house in that area. All right. So, I mean, I just want to give context of how they really thought. Ooh, sorry. Let me take these big bats down. I just wanted to give y'all context. This is how they thought of Naziah. I don't think they really liked her like that. And I feel like they verbally abused her and possibly physically abused her. And Shannon's cousin came out and said that Shannon violated her and essayed her. So who's to say she wasn't doing that to Naziah? Like, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Please thumbs up the video. So much is in this Facebook group. I love it. I'll try to find a clip where the young man comes up and said Jarvis was violated when he was 13. All right. In meantime, let's get into, because I told you, Jarvis was with Marquetta first, and then he moved over to Shannon. All right. Let's get into this clip. Roxy Rocks, she called in on a live on TikTok. And she was answering questions, and she gave some insight. Let's hear what she got to say.
Is it true that Jarvis and Shannon have been messing around since Shannon was 16?
Yes.
So Naziah would have been 2?
2, yeah.
And she got adopted at 2, right?
Exactly. Which is why I said from the beginning, there's no way in hell that he's been having this relationship or this nonsense going on with her since 2022. That's probably just when she was able to get a phone.
Correct, and I believe I said that earlier because he's been around her too. Look at what he's been doing. So his
oldest daughter, that's in all of the videos with Naziah, she's 11. So there's no way.
But is that just his oldest daughter with Shannon? Correct. He has other children.
With Shannon, yes.
And that means
that he has been around for 11 years.
So is the other twin in this or no? Because from my looks of it, I feel like she played a part in it.
I don't. I know that she has her own home. I don't know how long she's had her own home. I don't know if she has involvement in it or not.
Okay.
So this is a question
Is it
that's
true
going on.
both of the twins? Is it true that both of the twins dated Jarvis?
Yes.
That's just nasty. Sorry.
Disgusting.
But again, remember,
You
they don't
said
know
yes.
that better.
Yes, I said yes.
That's just straight up.
That's
I
just.
want to cut his penis off. I don't care.
Come on, we on live. Like I'm
I'm
not.
sorry.
F1, F1.
Okay, so they said what happened when she fell on the floor. Do you know anything of that?
The substitute teacher says she just came into the classroom and she fell on the floor. That's it.
And she was on the floor crying, I believe, and was that.
Okay. So that's Roxy Rocks, Nazira's cousin. She's been advocating for her. She has a lot of social media going on around this. But she lives in another state, so she's limited to information, and she is relying on information from the extended family, which they have limited information because they have been iced out from Shannon, Marquetta, and Annette. Okay, so but Roxy is just trying to keep the story alive, and I love that for her. Okay, I love that for her, and I'm glad someone is loving this baby the way she deserves to be loved. And the family tried. They called CPS several times and things like that, and nothing was done. And that just goes to show how broken the CPS system is. All right, so I've showed you guys footage of Naziah dancing in the basement. We heard reference of that this morning. I also showed you footage of Naziah doing a TikTok with her same cousin. It's always the same cousin she doing TikToks with in the backyard, and Jarvis is behind them working on a car. Okay, but Annette wants us to believe that he's never there. I believe what Jarvis did was rotate between all of his women's homes. And that's all. I wish I could find that audio. Because they called him a straight up homosexual. Like he lives off of women. And he uses them basically, like, and he goes for women with low self-esteem. I thought this post spoke to that the most. So shout out to Naziah's Facebook group. Ultimately, it's about finding justice for her. Justice for Naziah Harris. It says, don't be too open, ladies, and don't be too easy, gentlemen. We never know what's going on in someone's mind, even the ones you lay next to every night, no matter how long y'all been together. And then they posted a picture. Predators have a formula. Step 1, find a woman with low self-esteem. Hashtag Naziah Harris. That's the number one. That's the first ingredient to their recipe of preying on women. Like he was a womanizer, and I only can imagine what kind of diseases he has. If he gave a 4-year-old the clapper, it's disgusting. Let me see if I can find. But Naziah was like an innocent little girl in all of this. And you could hear by the text messages, she thought she had somebody to love her. Poor baby, yo. And if they don't speak up for her, because I really feel like Shannon and her sister are covering some things up. If they don't speak up and tell, I think they scared they going to jail. That's what I think. And they should. Seriously. All of them. Look at this. Nazaya mama, she was a bad mama jamma back in the day. Okay? Like, don't sleep. Nazaya mama was a bad mama jamma. Okay? Before, the substance. Look at her. Her and Nazaya look just alike. Oh, these are some of her poses. Let's see. Look, she's beautiful. And see, even Annette, the grandmother, tried to allude that she didn't have anything to do with Nazaya's mom and they didn't have a relationship. And there's pictures of her and Nazaya together. She said, today I was blessed to see my beautiful daughter Nazaya turn 2. Happy birthday, my poo. We had a blast. Much love to fam and friends who helped make Nazaya's B-Day special. She said, new house, new career, new spouse. Thank God for new beginnings. What's up, Facebook fans? What about your daughter, though? Like, how could you just leave her knowing? I'm just saying, that don't let her off the hook. But she was a bad mama jamma back in the day before the drugs started taking effect. But Jarvis is a womanizer. Oh, here go one with his complete record, I believe. Let's get into this. Telling you, they got everything over in this Facebook group. I was like, jackpot. All right. Y'all see this? I don't understand why he didn't get arrested the day after, why it took so long. And I'm wondering if these are all for baby girl or other children, because that's a lot of the same charge. Also, you see, they charged him with the GUN after she went missing. So I believe they found the GUN, and I believe they made mention. So this is Jarvis, but these are all his court dates. Let's see. And these are his charges. And this charge was as of January 17th of 2025. So it took them like 2 weeks to arrest him. So as you can see, red rum first degree, premeditated, criminal SA or S conduct, second degree, something, criminal actual conduct. Yeah, he got multiple. And they announced that when he was charged, they announced those charges. Child actual SA activity. Another charge for premeditated red rum. Oh, wait. Oh, these are old. So these are his previous charges. Oh, from 2024. Oh, they just added the charge of red rum. But he had another one. I said the way he conducted himself, it seemed like he did this before. Look, this one is from November 1st of 2024. Another actual misconduct charge for April. Criminal actual conduct. Yeah, like this is a lot. are just the same thing. But this goes to show his history, child. Jarvis need to be. He should have never been let out that first time. He was not rehabilitated. He probably was being an actual deviant in the prison. Crazy. And they let these women around him. I think I have footage of when he was initially charged. Let me see. Please thumbs up this video. Yeah, this is it. I think this is it. Hold on. This is when he was initially charged, I believe.
Jarvis Butts in court Friday afternoon. He's the man charged in connection with the homicide of Naziah Harris. The 13-year-old girl disappeared on January 19th. In addition to allegedly sexually assaulting Harris and impregnating her, investigators say he also sexually molested his own daughter. The alleged molestation began when she was under the age of 10. They further allege he sexually assaulted another girl who was under the age of 5 at the time.
She was 4 years old at the time, and she was the daughter of one of Mr. Butt's girlfriends at the time, and we believe her to have contracted chlamydia.
It's disgusting. It's despicable. It's worse than what I thought it was. I've been trying to bring attention to him since 2022. And I did not realize it was this bad.
Bond was remanded for 41-year-old Butts. He's currently incarcerated on an unrelated weapons charge. The sexual assault charges involving minors date back to 2012. Investigators say he started molesting Naziah Harris in 2022.
Unbelievable. I just want this case to move forward. Naziah receives the justice that she deserves. And any other victims who have been victimized by this maniac.
Authorities believe there are likely more children who were victimized by Butts. Meanwhile, Harris's body was never found.
I would encourage any other victims who have been victimized by this man, please speak up. Don't be afraid. Now is your time.
In Detroit, Camila Neri, Fox 2 News.
I'm getting chin and neck laser lipo in a little less than a month with Sonobello. Let's talk about it. I'm sure you're wondering why laser lipo and why Sonobello. I've always been.
We started covering this story back in February.
They took her away. You feel me? But
Okay, Naughty Crew, I found. So there you have it. You hear his charges. I believe he has multiple for a reason. But here is the audio of Jarvis and his history. Because same thing in the R. Kelly case, and because they never treated him and got him help and acknowledged what was going on with him, look at what he turned out to be. Same situation with Jarvis. All right, it's generational trauma passed down. But yes, I'm glad I found this, and then we can move on.
Look, rapists make rapists, bro. Look, when Jarvis was 13, he had a child. He had older females on his ass fucking him while he was a young child.
He looked like that.
Grown ass woman, including my mama, and he had a baby with her. They had a CPS case.
Okay, cause he, light skin, pretty hair. People thought they could just jump on him. Look, women are just as much as predators as men. Okay, but he's a serial womanizer.
case. Thank God they didn't take. Thank God he ain't touched my sister because they took her away. You feel me? But you can't. Even though the shit fucked up and it's wrong, but females play a part in that shit too.
Yeah, we ain't saying it's just him, but this situation.
Absolutely. They need to stop choosing low value men who are irresponsible with they see, spreading it here and there. He not even getting married. He creating broken homes all over the freaking place. And not only that, he's breeding so that he can have new victims. That is a whole nother level of sick. Y'all heard the charges. Like, he SA'd his own child. And these women allowed this man to enter their bodies and their wounds and letting him procreate up in them without the promise of marriage, a home. This man don't have no money. All they doing, they screwing because they happy somebody selected them and they self-esteem in the basement. And then you hear him, he abusive. He talk to them like he they pimp. It's disgusting that women don't value themselves enough to not lay down with a piece of crap like this. It's disgusting. Please thumbs up this video.
He a couch potato. What they call that shit? A couch potato player, or whatever. So he live off females and he take advantage of females. Like
he a Rolling Stone.
No, that ain't no Rolling Stone.
No, he a hobosexual.
Hobosexual. That's who.
Yeah, he talking about Rolling Stone.
But I knew something had to happen to him though when he was young for him to be doing that.
It happened to him. It happened to him.
I figure that though. I'm not gonna lie.
Sorry, guys. I hit the wrong button. I'll back it up for y'all.
And he do got at least almost like 30 kids out here. My sister is firstborn.
Are you from Detroit?
Yes, I'm from Detroit. And he do got at least almost like 30 kids.
See that? 30 kids. Like,
he was young for him to be doing that.
It happened to him.
I don't mess with men who have kids by more, and not to say that they can't be good men, but that's just not my choice. Like, to me, something going on there. That's a red flag to me. When a man is hypersexual like that and is okay with procreating with any and everybody. And to me, that's high risk behavior for STDs and who knows whatever else or whatever. And that's what, like, women need to raise their standards. If someone is presenting you to you like this, that they have multiple children and he got charges for being locked up for pedo activity or whatever, red flag. Okay, that's the first sign that I should not procreate with this person. Child. Like, Jarvis is not even worthy of a one night stand. Why? Because he look good. Look at who he picked. And I'm not going to say all of them are unattractive, but these two big bags got to get out of here. They deserve to be in jail. All three of them.
It happened to him.
Figure that though. I'm not gonna lie.
And he do got at least almost like 30 kids out here. My sister is firstborn.
Are you from Detroit?
Yes, I'm from Detroit.
Okay, hold on.
Born and raised.
You know, it's kind of sick to say this. Jarvis is a handsome man. Jarvis is a handsome man, but I just knew it.
But yeah, my mama did that shit. Like, ain't no telling who did it before my mama, but Tracy, like, she had a baby 13. That was 19. What year was that? 1990 something?
Okay, so I knew about him having a baby at 13. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
Damn.
So the baby
was you 13 years old by your mama?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's your sibling.
I'm telling you, yeah. My mama had a baby by a 13-year-old nigga. I don't fuck with my
Why
mama.
she ain't in jail?
He said, I don't fuck with my mama.
I'm telling y'all the real deal.
Because they swept when boys got hurt like that, they swept it under the rug, and that's still not okay. We need
Look, he was so young. Look, put it like this. He was.
And that is the problem. That's the double standard of all of this. Like when little boys get violated, you know, especially when it's a woman, a lot of little boys view it as a badge of honor. They don't look at it as a SA or whatever. And you can kind of say it's the same case with Naziah, right? We heard those text messages. She was 13. But he had manipulated her mind to where she fell in love with him. She thought she needed him. She was concerned about making him mad and stuff like that. But it's a double standard. When this happened to the little boys, it's definitely swept under the rug and ignored. And you create hypersexual men like Jarvis. Because he got exposed to that at such a young age. And I believe Jarvis is confused sexually, like what he likes. I believe he'll go both ways. He has no limits. The 9-year-old cousin testified, like what he did right in front of her. It still wasn't okay. He was there naked. Naziah was on his lap. Naziah's pants was on the ground. He did that in front of her. This man has no boundaries. And they probably swept it under the rug, was like, son, you look good anyway. That's why them girls all over you. Instead of correcting the situation and holding the woman accountable. The double standards.
I was so young, the CPS picked up the case, nigga. And took my sister away. You hear what I'm saying? So, even though he did it fucked up, motherfuckers were doing that shit to him too.
Is your mom in jail?
No, she ain't in jail, but they took her kids away from that shit.
How old was she? I mean, I feel like, hold on, because that ain't enough. She should have been in jail.
Yeah,
No, they didn't. They took her kids away. It was enough for us.
That ain't enough for her.
Yeah, that ain't enough. She needs to be locked up.
She in jail right next
And
to
she do too. And look,
I could do that again.
she need to go to hell if you ask me.
Oh, well, she need to go to jail.
Bro, I'm a real nigga. Shit.
Just forgive.
Wow, y'all heard it. That's some strong words for your mama. That's some strong words. But ultimately, look, Jarvis got 10 years for his first crime. Why didn't she get the same amount of time? Or some time? Or charged or whatever? It's sick. It's crazy, Naughty Girl. There's a whole bunch of lies going around. And I just wanted to kind of debunk what we have heard so far in testimony. And hearing Shannon speak and Kenyatta speak and Annette give her testimony. This is a family of predators. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm going to call it for what it is. All right. This is a family of predators. They have been sweeping generational trauma under the rug. People get violated in this home, I believe, in my opinion. Okay. And what they're presenting to the world is not who these people really are. I played audio footage of Naziah's grandmother verbally abusing the children before they left for school. Check out my video from yesterday, okay? We kind of cross-referenced the old interview to the current day of them testifying, and I found a lot of inconsistencies. A county of predators. I'm hearing that this is a problem in Detroit about little girls that's coming up missing, and normally they're pregnant and stuff like that. Detroit police, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Y'all not protecting the kids, that's for sure. We know that for sure. Y'all do not care about the kids. All right. But if y'all think Jarvis is having a good time in prison, because I saw several instances where they said he came in the courtroom limping. Okay. limping. So you know what happens to child SAers in prison. They are bottom of the totem pole, okay? They get beat up every day. Every day. And they probably going to grape him too. Jarvis don't drop the soap. But then again, they going to get you whether they want you. If they really, really want you, they going to get you. Because that's how prison operates. So check this out. Somebody posted, shout out to Juke Paru. He said, listen, I was locked up in the county and Jarvis came in to the hole, which meaning he was fighting for that ass, okay? He was swearing to people he didn't delete her. And one of the other inmates said that the aunt was loading his books for hush money. So the aunts know something. That's why she put in money on his books and stuff like that and going to the jail, because he is covering up for all of them and he's trying to keep her out of jail because somebody got to be there for the 5 kids that he procreated with this dumbass, okay? It was blowing me because the ninja was walking around untouched, books loaded, visits every other day. His ass wild for his part. But I strongly believe that the aunts deleted her and he covered up for them. They all in this together. Yes. And I believe Naziah went back to that house. I believe she went back to that house. I believe the aunt was walking around with a grudge because she was pregnant. I believe the aunt laid hands on her. I believe the aunt need to be charged too, and the mama. And now get everybody talking because they don't want to be in prison. But I thought this post was interesting. You know, everything I just discussed. Look, I'm not saying it's fact. I just wanted to let y'all know the tea that I dug up off of this Facebook group. And it was good. I felt like it was good. All right. Now, Naziah brother, he been crashing out. She has one biological brother who ran away. And the first night we started covering this, Naziah's aunt and cousin was trying to get her and her brother out of there, and they called CPS and stuff like that, but he was so scared of being punished, he would not say anything, and he was so scared of repercussions. So now he ran away, and it's alleged that he has an agreement with Annette because Annette still collecting a check for him. That's all this is about for Annette. She ain't want to lose her check, okay? But he's been crashing the F out, okay? I don't know if I'm even in the mood to read all of this, but I just wanted to show y'all. That's her brother. They all look alike or whatever. And he said, I don't know why y'all listen to Roxy, who messages is those that bad for real. I ain't doing this. He crashing out. Take a screenshot. Y'all read it for yourself. I'll leave it up for a second or whatever. So I hope y'all can appreciate what I found. We got a little bit of history on Jarvis. Okay. We got some glammed up pitch of Naziah's mom. We saw proof that Jarvis was definitely at the house. Naziah and his daughter were making TikToks in front of him. We got footage of the basement. All right. All these things were made reference to in all of the text messages that we heard this morning. So please check out my commentary from this morning. All right. We also found out that not only Jarvis was with Shannon, he was also with her sister, Marquetta, at one point in time. He just prayed all through this family and they allowed it. Okay. Yesterday we heard Shannon out her own mouth say that Naziah was not protected. All right. This family is covering up something, but I have a feeling it's going to come out in the trial. So I'm definitely going to be covering the trial or whatever. See, this was just the preliminary hearing that just passed. That's just like in New York in the feds. Diddy's case had to go to the grand jury to see if it was significant enough evidence to bring charges. This is the same idea. Okay. And the judge saw it fit to charge Javaris, okay? When I come back tomorrow, I want to get into Javaris' sister's testimony and also his business partner, King. His testimony. It was very telling. All right. But I love you all. I appreciate y'all joining me. Hey Marva, I'm in the what is it? Justice for Naziah Harris Facebook group. Yeah, Justice for Naziah Harris. Here, I'll put it up on the screen for you. It'd be all, I mean, I had to sift through because certain things I'm not going to deal with people speculating and stuff like that or whatever. There it is at the top. Justice for Naziah Harris. And I'll keep my eye. Yeah, the brother off the hook, he has a baby. I'm not surprised. And I'm not surprised he off the hook. Look what he grew up with. The environment. They all ratchet, ghetto hood boogers. Every last one of them. Generational trauma passed down from one generation to the next. That's all of them. And so the brother is crashing out online, discrediting everybody. He ain't even been around. He a runaway. He probably end up in there with Jarvis. And all they did was teach the young ones that it's okay to be promiscuous. It's okay to reproduce without having a husband, without having a job, all that. It's sad. It's sad. So I appreciate every last one of you joining me. I hope you enjoyed the show. I just thought this would be a little more juicier than going through the testimony. We'll get back to. Well, send it to me, Marva. Send me the other one. I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all have a good, blessed evening. I'll be on tomorrow after I get off of work. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my foot on their neck, but I'm trying to get us caught up so that I could get back to my trending topics because I see things going on, y'all. Diddy suing everybody. He having a whole temper tantrum out here in these streets. We're gonna get back. We're gonna get back or whatever, but I just wanted to bring everybody up to speed, and I wanted to get my commentary on Naziah. Like her story unfortunately is all too familiar. All too familiar. And people need to stop sweeping abuse under the rug and actually confront it and deal with it. But this family, I feel like, has cause to cover it up because they knew they were negligent. They know what the end result is. They know they can get charged. And Annette stands to lose a huge income if these kids are removed. Let's just keep it real. And I just really, really think the kids should be removed from her care. Seriously, I feel like she was negligent. I feel like she was lying. And you'll see when we get to the judge's closing statement, she gave it to them all. Okay? All right, you guys. I hope you all have a good evening. I appreciate you all. I just ask that you thumbs up the video, share it out so that we can get the word out. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And of course, donations are definitely appreciated. But the free ways to support the channels are to like, share, and leave comments. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. 1.